Hey everybody, it's Devin here in Denver. Today we're going to install the CR Laurence van window on the side, driver's side, or passenger side door. We did the driver's side door already with another one, so this is going to be our second one. I'm excited to see how this installation goes. So this window is a awning style window that opens at the bottom just a little bit. It's going to require a clamp ring to hold it on. It's just a pressure fit. The window goes on the outside, the clamp ring tightens from the inside and holds it to the hole. So we're going to clean our surface with a power cleaner to make sure there's no debris in the way of our adhesion. There's also going to be some glass cleaner we'll clean at the end. We have some lint-free wipes from CR Laurence, and we're also going to be using this vacuum cup, the power grip, to lift the glass into place. So I've personally been using CR Laurence stuff for a long time, and this is our first van. And I saw that they sold van windows, so I wanted to give it a shot, and they have some great quality products. So we'll see them in action today, and yeah, see how it goes. So we're gonna open this up. CR Laurence always has really good packaging with their items, being a glass supplier. So comes with these big foam blocks to protect everything. So when you get your product, you always want to open it up and inspect it and make sure it's not damaged in any way. So I'm gonna just set ours on our bed for now. And we're gonna template this trim ring with the box and hold it to the window and make sure that it fits well before we do anything else. So yeah, we're gonna do that. All right guys, so it comes with this trim ring here, and it's basically like a foam tape that's gonna press against the paint on the side of your van. It's got this break in the middle here that we'll try to get as tight as possible. So we're just going to take this off and template this on the cardboard so that I know where to cut the van. So here's the window with the trim ring on it here. So you can kind of see when I get it tight, I trace this outer edge. So when it's tight, it's gonna overhang that foam a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it right along the line that we marked. And that should be a perfect fit for when we go to install it. That'll leave us with about an 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch lip here to press against our cut edge and seal it up nice and neat.
Here I used the box that came with the window. I made my template, I brought it inside, and I placed the bottom edge on the edge of the factory stamp and traced the perimeter. I brought my template out and placed it on the window just to make sure and double and triple check my measurements. I brought the trim ring out and placed it on the window just to make sure.
I watched a video and a guy said that it would make your life a lot easier if you were to take this and tape it and go ahead and pre-drill these holes where these are gonna go. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that with a like a 9/64 bit just to get them started. And I'm gonna go all the way around. I'm gonna tape it, drill all those holes, so later when we go to put the trim ring on, everything is nice and tight and ready to go, and you're not fighting with it with the window in place.
Always make sure to vacuum up any metal shavings caused by drilling or cutting into the van, as they could cause rust later.
So now that we've got our holes all pre-drilled, we're gonna go ahead and follow our mark here that we made earlier. We're gonna take our drill bit here and we're gonna start a little puncture hole here to be able to get our metal jigsaw blades in there. I've read you can use a couple different things, but I have a jigsaw, so I'm gonna use this. And it worked great for this last window that we did over here. So yeah, we're gonna try it. I read one thing, you really want to make sure not to cut this. So we're going to be very careful not to cut this. We're going to save this for last and just work on that and take our time with that. But everything else looks like it'll fit. I held the trim ring up, it fits the same. So yeah, we should be good. And I'm just going to follow that line, and that should give us plenty of lip for the window. All right, so this is going to be our line. It kind of follows along this factory edge right here. So I'm just going to pop a hole through right here. And then we're going to just slowly get bigger bits until we have a big enough hole that we can fit one of these jigsaw blades in. So we still got a little ways to go. Alright, that should be big enough. So now we have our jigsaw, and we're just gonna follow this line around.
Here I ended up taking the guard off of my jigsaw to be able to get around some of the tight corners and to be able to get closer to the lock. Safety is always a good idea when you are cutting with metal, so don't do like me and make sure you wear your safety glasses the whole time. Using a file here to get off any rough edges on your freshly cut window will give you a nice smooth surface, and any loose burrs, just get rid of those. Again, always make sure you vacuum anything that you do to make sure you get any metal shavings to not cause rust on the paint later. Even the surface of the van on the side needs to be vacuumed as well. Next, you're going to want to take a primer and paint your freshly cut edge to make sure that your window will not rust out later due to moisture or anything that may get in there at all.
So this is the CRL power cleaner. It's got like alcohol in it, butane. It's a bunch of like strong adhesive cleaners to prep your surface before you use silicone or urethane or anything. So I'm going to just spray the area around just to make sure we get a nice clean seal on this rubber here. And yeah, this is great for like shower door prep or automotive prep or any of that kind of stuff.
Since it was so windy, I sprayed it directly to the rag and applied it to the surface where the foam tape will be pressed against the paint.
Okay, so we got our hole cut and cleaned and painted and ready to go. So this is where you need 2 people. So I'm gonna lift it and set it in the hole, and then I'm gonna run around to the inside while my wife holds it in place.
Here we had planned to use the power cup to lift this glass into place, but I went to put it on the glass and the curvature of the glass would not allow it to suction to the glass, so we ended up setting it in place by hand. Here, I ran around to the inside and set the trim ring and started placing the screws one by one into the pre-drilled holes that we had drilled earlier. I tightened them in a star pattern and slowly snugged them up until the window suctioned into place. Here is the final product once the window was set and screwed into place.
Any residue you might have, you can use this power cleaner to get it off after you're done. Your install looks good. Everything looks good. There it is.
It's recommended to do some driving and then come back and revisit and tighten your trim ring on the inside and just snug up your screws with a hand Phillips head screwdriver.
Alright guys, here we are. This is the next morning. I'll show you guys the final install. Thanks for watching.